Hi, I'm Ken. I'm the lead designer for Melrose International. I'm here today to share with you on how to properly fluff your wreaths. I know it sounds a little basic, but it's so important that you take the time and put a little effort into your wreaths. Our wreaths come to you in so many different ways. Sometimes they're in bulk, sometimes they come to us shipped in cellophane, sometimes they even come in a box. But whatever way they come to you, shipping is never kind to our wreaths. That's why they need you. You need to shape the wreath. Now, when shaping a wreath, you need to determine the flow of the wreath. You can look at the face of the wreath, and sometimes it's hard to tell from the front. So I suggest you flip it over, and when you flip it over, you can see how all the lines are going into the center core of the wreath. That's the flow of the wreath. So remember that now, and turn it back over, and we can see everything is flowing into our wreath in this manner. So the blossoms are flowing clockwise, and the stems are going counterclockwise. So you need to begin by, well, I like to use my hands. I like to use both hands and get them down in there and really feel the wreath. Sometimes you can do it on a tabletop, which I like, but maybe you want to hang it on the wall. Whichever you're comfortable with, it still all works the same. Start with your wreath and your two hands and just get in and separate, and you can lift and make like an air pocket. By doing that, you've lifted and separated. Now you can get in there and start bending, shaping, and posing all the stems. The nice thing about a lot of the wreaths that come from Melrose is that all of the elements of the wreath usually are bendable, posable, and shapeable, and that's a great characteristic to have. So just begin by shaping, giving some depth, giving some air in between them, all your little stems and blossoms, and everything will come alive. Now there's many types of floral pieces in here. There's linear pieces, as this yellow blossom right here, as you can see. It needs to stay with the flow of the wreath, and sometimes giving some of the longer ones just a slight curve helps repeat all of that flow. There's also other types of materials in here, like this blossom, this pink blossom here. They have faces on them. The face is important too, because you want the face to look right at the customer. So bend them up so that the faces show and they're bright and shiny. And just continue. You can rotate the wreath as you're doing it, and just make sure you touch every piece and give it a little care. I like to look at the wreath right before I finish and just look at all the elements and make sure everything is perfect. So go through it one more time, and I like to squint at it. What does squinting do? When you squint, you eliminate a lot of the lines in it, but you can see the overall shape. So squint at your wreath and you can see if the circle is there. It's important to have two circles in a wreath. You ask, how do I get two circles? Well, there's the exterior circle, and then there's the inner circle. You want to keep that shape there, so you have a circle inside of a larger circle. And look at how much this wreath has expanded from the time we started. Just a little bit of loving care, and our wreath has so much more perceived value. At Melrose, we have so many different wreaths for so many different seasons, and we have the perfect wreath that I know will fit you. Come to Melrose, check out our wreaths. They need you.